What is up, YouTube? I am Logan Man 2.0, and today we're going to be going through my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Okay, so 3 Blue Eyes, you're obviously going to want to run because it's a Blue Eyes deck. You're going to run 3 Blue Eyes regardless, especially pure Blue Eyes. 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue, because her effect is just mainly targeting, but you know, if she's targeted, then you can just negate the effect and summon the Blue Eyes to your field from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Plus, you know, her battle effect's also useful. You can negate the attack and then summon the Blue Eyes. Sadly, it doesn't end the battle phase, which really sucks. 3 White Stone of Legend. When it's sent to the graveyard, you get a Blue Eyes right to your hand. White Stone of Ancients. When it's in the graveyard, you get a Blue Eyes from your deck to the field. You know, similar effect to White Stone of Legend, just slightly better. Dragon Spirit of White. You can distribute it to summon the Blue Eyes from your hand. 2 Master with Eyes of Blue, and 2 Protector with Eyes of Blue, because you can just basically discard them for cards of consonance, which is mainly the reason I run them, because their effects really don't help much unless you have Mausoleum of White on the field, which if you're playing this as fast-paced as it's supposed to be, you're not going to have much time to put Mausoleum of White on the field. Because it's not really gonna do much. It's not gonna do much. It's just gonna be an extra card that you have to play. You know, when you're just trying to get the game over with. I mean, if you have it in your hands, then by all means play it, you know. Alright, next is going to be the spells, and this deck runs only monsters and spells. 3 Melody of Awakening Dragon, because you can discard 1 card and get basically up to two Blue Eyes White Dragons to your hand. If you only want to do 1, that's totally fine, because then you can discard, if you have White Stone of Legend, you can discard that and then just get the 3rd Blue Eyes to your hand, or the 2nd Blue Eyes, or whatever. It's also useful if you already have Polymerization in your hand. Dragon Shrine, just so you can send Dragon Spirit of White, and then White Stone of Ancient, or White Stone of Legend, whichever one you prefer, to get your Blue Eyes to the field or your hand. Triple Polymerization for the 3 fusion monsters that you're going to run. And if you're curious, no, I do not run a copy of Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, because it's just an unnecessary card that I really don't want to run. Triple cards of consonance, you know, just because for the draw power. Double trade-in, because most likely you're not going to discard a Blue Eyes, you're going to discard a Dragon Spirit of White. 2 Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, because you know, you can, if you choose to, when you summon the Blue Eyes, send it back to your hand, and then just pop all spells and traps on the field. 2 Beacon of White, because like I said, it's not really likely that you're going to use it if you have the cards that you need in the graveyard already, then by all means go ahead. 2 Mausoleum of White, just because it's more of a situational card for my build. 2 Silver's Cry, which will be pretty helpful if you need a Blue Eyes onto the field from your graveyard. And then I'll show you like some other possibilities you can do. I'm only going to show 2 cards that you could do from the side deck if necessary. You could take out, this is if you really want to run these, Alt White Dragon and then Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Those are cards that you would probably just want to run just for fun, really. It wouldn't really have to be for competitive use, it could just be for fun. Foolish Burial is obviously there just to send whatever you need from your deck to the graveyard. It's also a very useful card for this deck because you want cards in the graveyard. If people are gonna shut down your graveyard, like with Necro Valley or something, you're basically fucked. So if someone runs Necro Valley and they run Gravekeepers against this, it's not a good matchup for this deck. This deck would probably do pretty bad against Gravekeepers unless you got off the effects that you needed before your opponent's turn and before they could even play Necro Valley. Because what you would want to do is just shut down Necro Valley as soon as you can. You want to eliminate the chances of them playing Necro Valley as soon as possible. Like, you don't want Necro Valley to slow down your plays. And it will do just that, trust me. Necro Valley can slow down Blue Eyes. I've been in situations where I couldn't get out the stuff that I needed when I needed to. And it slowed down my plays a lot. Like, it really slowed down a lot of my plays. And that's why you would just want... Like, if you're playing against someone who uses Gravekeepers, that would be a good time to side in your Blue Eye Shining Dragon. Alright, now for the extra deck. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I only run him at 1 because I'm probably only going to use the 1 copy. 3 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, mostly for his effect, which would be send 2 Blue Eyes Fusion Monsters to the graveyard, and it gains 2 additional attacks. First of the dragons, that's just a card I added just for fun. It's not like I'm really actually going to use it. I mean, it'd be okay to run it, but it would just be unnecessary to run it, really. Triple Azure Eye Silver Dragon, because, you never know when it's going to come in handy. If you need to get your Blue Eyes back to the field from the graveyard, that's useful. And 1 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, just because you never know what's going to be useful. Some of these cards I'm probably going to switch out and put in like a side deck or something. Like Red Dragon Archfiend, for example, probably not gonna run him. I might, but I'm not sure. But here's the things I'm going to be main decking: Light End Dragon and Divine Dragon King, or Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. So yeah, that's basically the whole deck. I'm probably going to add Ancient Fairy Dragon into this deck and just swap out some light monsters. And we're back, sorry about that. But basically, yeah, here's more monsters you can add to it. Ultimaya Zulken. Basically, you could essentially tribute your your 2 Azure Eyes, and summon Ultimaya Zulken, and then with his effect, you can basically when you set a spell or trap card, which will most likely be Silver's Cry or something like that, then you can special summon into Ancient Fairy Dragon or Light End Dragon. I would recommend Light End Dragon because it has a pretty good effect. But these are all like situational cards. And then, of course, you've got your Felgrand card, and that's it. That'll be it for your extra deck. That's just it for the deck profile in general, because I'm not doing side decks anymore in the profile videos because they take too much time. This took a little longer than I wanted it to, but, I was only expecting like maybe 5 or 10 minutes at the most, and it's running towards 10 minutes. So it's a little longer than it was supposed to go, and Sorry about that. You guys are gonna... I'm doing this on my kitchen table because why the fuck not? But yeah. If you want to use your Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, it's a good card to basically shut down your opponent's shit. So it's a card that I would recommend running in the deck, in the side deck at least. And if you want to main deck it, you can. That's totally up to you guys. But I prefer to keep it side decked because it's a good card, but you know, it's not really main deck material. But yeah, that is my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. Have a very lovely day, guys. Bye-bye.